Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Baltimore Ravens
At their own 29-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Carry for Kansas City.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 63 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes, and that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Steps away. He can run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes, still caught my eye in a big way.
It's still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They go play action with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Open man break it. He's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now a timeout.
Kansas City.
7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached halftime with just... So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look... Well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And going deep downfield for Boyd. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill.
Mahomes pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there of 22.
Baltimore.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Undercut. 13. Mike, 58, right there.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Hard to believe his... And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And that one makes it 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Ravens, they move.
I use a dub, I'm a win, I won't lose.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Yeah, I'm an active fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it back.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'm a win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'm an act a fool with this. Yeah, I'm an act a fool with this.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start by running the option to the right.
Jackson.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back at the 43.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
No score after one on EA Sports.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
They're actually...
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Mayfield's pass.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not much there, only a yard.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
10 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So we come upon halftime with an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And Charles, you'd have to think into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
87.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Lamar Jackson sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield now, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And they'll begin by running the option. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 2nd down and 3. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Shifts free at the 5th. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Jackson on the keeper. A fumble.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I ask, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 80 yards.
And here he is with just 1 week to go in the regular season. All he wants to do is lock things up. He kind of wants to do like the golfers. Post a number, go to the clubhouse, and secure a league title in receiving yards.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Minshew sets to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
Minshew's pass.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And right away, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Jackson's
now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, deep.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
5 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
His kick is good.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
To kick off for Baltimore.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. This one taken just inside the 10.
So we've come upon and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Jaguars nothing. Josh Lambo.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the track. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
Unbelievable.
So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We're on Jaguars.
Well, I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars.
And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Curtis Samuel.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, well, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Ravens, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And now we'll wait to see what the future holds for them this January. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.